photographyonline.com, coming at you with a new video today. Today, unlike the last two videos I did of different reviews of stuff that's coming out of the news, today we are going to work on the iPad. Today, for the first time in my photography career, I'm going to see if I can edit photos on this iPad, and I'm going to show you on screen how to edit my photos on an iPad. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to go right into Lightroom here, and we're going to start scrolling through the pictures. This is a photo shoot that I did back in November, so we're going to go through and we're going to find a good photo to edit here. As I'm scrolling through, I'm looking to see how the pictures are sharp in the eyes. I'm looking to see if the colors are good, if the photo's in focus. I'm also looking to see the expression of the photos, because some of these photos, there's a brand new model, some of her expressions weren't the best. So we're going to go in and we're going to find a good photo here. Let's see, we're going to keep scrolling on through. So far so good, and we're going to see what the composition's like on here. So let's keep scrolling on through. Let's see what I can see here. Nothing I like just yet. Nothing I like just yet. But we're still looking, we're still looking. Still looking. I think I might have found one. So let's go in and start the way I would go in and edit any photo. You start at the top in the sliders with the what on the mobile app they call the light slider, apparently. So we're going to go in, we're going to adjust the brightness, we're going to adjust the color. Let me zoom in here. Okay, we're going to adjust it down just a tad bit. We're going to bring in the contrast. I love me some contrast. Now we're going to bring it in there. I think would be just about right. Then we're going to back off some of the highlights in this picture. Well, let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah. Let's bring the contrast. Yeah, that's good. It's good on the contrast there. So now let's go to the highlights again. Let's see. And just kind of playing around. My first impressions with this app is I think it's kind of limited from what I can do on my desktop. I have a little bit more control on my desktop because I use the Wacom tablet to edit my photos. Right now I don't see spot removal, but we'll go ahead and take a look and see if I can find that in here. Let's see, right about there. Let's go on the shadows. We'll see if they can bring, we'll lose a little bit there. Right about there seems to be good. Bring up the whites and see what that looks like. No. Let's bring the whites back to 0. See, and in the Adobe app for your, on your computer, you're able to just double tap on that and it goes back. Well, there we go. It went back to 0. So, and we're gonna leave the blacks alone for now. Let's get a little crop action going on in this photo. Let's get a little crop action. Let's try to find this thing because I really honestly don't know where this is at right now. This is my first time trying to edit on an iPad. I did upload all my photos to the this set to the Creative Cloud, so I'll be able to go back on my computer later on, maybe in a different video, and we'll do another edit on there and compare the two to see what they're like. But right now, I'm not having a good time right now. This is not easy to edit on an iPad, in my opinion. Yeah, so let's keep going. So let's go to white balance now. Let's do some auto white balance. Let's do some auto white balance. That looks pretty good. We're going to keep the auto white balance. Still looking for that crop. The crop function here. If anybody knows where it's at, leave a comment down below in the comment section. I would love to hear your comments about this video, and I'd love to hear if you guys edit your photos on your iPad, because as a professional, this is not, unless you're traveling on a plane and you have the time to kind of mess around with this. To me, this is not the way to do it. But let's keep going. So we're going to have the effects tabs, which has clarity, dehaze, and vignette, which I will not be using. I don't like any of those settings. Detail section, the sharpening and the radius, won't use it. Geometry, constrain crop, let's see what that does. Let's see what the constrain crop does. Can you crop on there? Maybe. No. Where's our darn crop section? Come on, guys. This has got to be easier than this crap. So let's take a look here. So looking for the crop section. Still can't find it. What's this do? Brings the sliders out. What's this do? Presets. And we all know, if you listen to the podcast that I did about presets, why I hate presets, and nobody should ever use them. Oh, there's a crop one. So we're gonna keep the original aspect ratio here, and we're gonna see how to crop this in here. Let's see how we do this. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, that worked. Why did we go to 2:3 though? That's what I'm concerned about. I want to keep the original aspect ratio, and we want to crop it down. But then it goes to 2:3. I don't understand that. It should stay in the original aspect ratio. I mean, it does on my computer. Why doesn't it do it on the iPad? That I'm going to have to look into, because I don't understand that at all. We're done. Okay, that looks good. Let's see here. See, and the problem I have with this, let's try this. Tap or paint an area to remove spots, lines, and other distractions from your photo. Okay, so we're going to bring down the size on that, I guess. Let's try this. You see she has see? We're not going to do that. We're going to cancel that. See? This is my problem right here. Here, let's stop. Let's put the iPad down for a second. This is my problem here with this. This functionality is done a lot better and a lot more control on my computer with my Wacom tablet. I'm able to get in and clean this up a lot better than I am on this iPad here. So for basic color correction and for basic edits, this is fine. Good thing it syncs back to my computer, because yeah, it's gonna have to go back through here, and we're gonna have to really go through this some more. So I went through all the light adjustments, the exposure, the contrast, the highlights and the shadows, and the blacks and the whites. I didn't use those in this photo. And then we're going to go down to the colors slider tab. We did the auto white balance. It also has a thing to do black and white, which is kind of cool. There. Maybe it's a better black and white. Maybe. Toggle off, toggle on. It kind of looks good as a black and white, if you ask me. I think I'm going to keep it as a black and white because it looks better. The colors are a little bit better, I think. Or the black and white's better than the color in this situation. You go ahead and do the cropping a little bit. There. Nope, the crop is fine. I don't do any sharpening for my most part. And if anybody knows how to do this, so I have preset brushes, different from presets, guys, different from presets, preset brushes that I use to edit my photos, to smooth out the skin and to do all that stuff. Preset brushes, not presets as in color corrections and whatnot. So it's different. If anyone knows how to load those preset brushes onto the iOS app, I would love to know it. Leave a comment down below. All in all, today, with using the iPad, I have to say that the adjustments are very, very basic in what you can do on it. It is good for people who just want to do basic edits, get a little work done. But all in all, I don't think the iPad is a great thing for the professional photographer at this point. I think there's a lot to be desired. I think you get more functionality out of your keyboard and mouse, as far as you being able to do preset brushes and softening skin, and being able to just do more granular edits in your photos, more things. But it's gonna be interesting to see how this progresses. I mean, Apple says that they want to they want the iPad to be your desktop replacement. I just don't think it's there yet right now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. GuthriePhotographyOnline.com. I'm out of here.